Now the starting group for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie at the 4-man spot. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Now here's Brunson. Towns on a screen. The 3 is up. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Stolen by Bridges. Towns passes to Brunson. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Fox outside. Pass to Champagnie. Launches a 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Hart. And here's Brunson. He's covered by Fox. Fader on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses. And it's San Antonio's ball. It's a three-point game. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And it seemed that not a lot went right for them. Plenty of standing around on the offensive end, and their D couldn't make up for it.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game on both ends of the floor. The coach is going to have some choice words for him after that one.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by New York on the other end. And here's Fox. 9 points for him in his last game, and he gets that one.
And give Fox credit. The D was present, but he just beats them with better offense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Fox. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And that one, good.
Yeah, even with the defense smothering him, Fox stays composed and gets it to go.
Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Wembanyama finds Castle. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. Towns with a rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's Hart. New York again can't hit.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And they take the lead.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Brunson passes to Hart. Towns, left side. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Castle on the wing. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Fox misses the baby hook. New York trailing. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Outside Hart. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Champagnie, the pass to Fox. Good. Fox has got 6.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
And here we have the leading defensive teams in the league after the All-Star break. In third, New York.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
Outside Brunson. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
And you know, he might not be the biggest guard, but Brunson has a dense frame. He has no problem going through contact.
Outside Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Six on the shot clock. Releases. And Castle with the basket on the assist by Fox.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Outside Ananobi. Here's Hart. Now Brunson. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. Fox with the ball. He has 6. Pass to Champagny. Shot clock at 6. Castle for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You look at the Spurs. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Right now for the Spurs, they've established themselves as a legit team this year. But you can tell they want to get higher up in the standings if possible, and specifically securing home court advantage for the first round.
He buries it from 3. Fox has got 9.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Pass to Castle. They set the pick. Fires from the wing. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Here's Wembanyama after the basket by New York on the other end. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
The free throw, no good for Wembanyama. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end. And it goes! As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Here's Brunson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Towns, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Clarkson outside. Towns on a screen. Clarkson left side, 6 to shoot. The three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Fox against Brunson. Fox the pass to Wembanyama. Count it. And now an 11-point Spurs lead.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Now here's Clarkson. Still no points. Back to Brunson. The fader. Rebound San Antonio. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. Champagnie, the pass to Barnes. Here's Harper. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Harper's got 6.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Robinson, a screen on Barnes. Such a wide open look. Towns has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Hey, nice response from Towns, dropping a 3 of his own.
Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. Shot on the wing. Clarkson grabs a miss. Knicks trail by 11. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Brunson. Following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And again, New York with the triple.
Clarkson playing the percentages in that short corner.
San Antonio leading by 8. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires from deep. And the 3-pointer goes. 9 points in the game.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Clarkson passes to Brunson. A minute and a half left in the first quarter here. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
An aggressive pump fake move by Brunson. pulling the defender in close.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. The first free throw is good.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
And the Spurs with some changes. Cornette checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Johnson comes in for Champagnie. And Stephon Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Both free throws good from Brunson.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
San Antonio leading by 9. Outside Johnson. 1:16 left to play in the first. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Clarkson passes to Brunson. And here's Johnson. Now Cornette. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Castle. The kick out to Johnson. Shoots over Bridges. Back to Castle. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Outside Brunson. The three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Clarkson against Castle. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And no good. And so the San Antonio Spurs, they have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Johnson and Barnes, your small and power forwards. Harper out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he knocks down the first one. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Clarkson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clarkson's got 5 now.
Well, this is Clarkson's role. He looks to score in a multitude of ways.
Now Cornette. Outside Johnson. Cornette sets a screen. Johnson finds Castle. The 3 is up. Alvarado with a rebound. Knicks trail by 9. To the inside. Pass to Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Harper. He has 6. Tries it from the top of the key. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one. And New York shooting about 43% in this one. Clarkson against Castle. Jordan Clarkson again. Clarkson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Castle against Clarkson. Castle attacking. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Now here's Clarkson. He's got 9. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And still to this day, Jordan Clarkson can give you instant offense, Coach.
Well, Brian, he's excellent off the bounce, slashing into the lane. He's added the three-point shot. He can fill it up in a hurry, normally off the bench.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Antobion, he's checked in for Huckporty. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Harper. Give him 8 points now. Vassell outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Bridges. Vassell can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 7. Alvarado outside. Pass to Clarkson. Elbow shot on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out. Spurs lead by 7. Harper passes to Vassell. Outside Barnes. San Antonio moving the ball around. Vassell outside from the arc. Connects from downtown. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
Clarkson against Castle. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Harper. Alvarado defending. Here's Cornette. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And the Spurs lead by 10.
That's great execution. They take advantage of a high percentage look.
Here's Clarkson. That one off the back iron and out. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Harper. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Cornette. Castle, right side. Barnes feeling it out a bit. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. And a big finish by Robinson.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Harper. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Castle for 3. Knocks down the triple. Castle's got 9 points.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Robinson, a screen on Castle. Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. Shamet comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Cornette. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Castle. On the wing, Fox. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Shamet, coming off a 16-point game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
Now here's Fox. Castle for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Towns. Great focus from Towns. He got hit.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
San Antonio's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. It's Barnes on the wing. Drills it from deep. Barnes has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Fox. Castle outside. Pass to Barnes. Fox outside. From outside, off the mark.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Brunson. Lets the 3 fly. Vassell with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Fox. He's got 12. Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Shamet. Outside Brunson. Towns a screen on Fox. And here's Brunson from the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. From behind the arc. Oh, Wemby with the deep ball.
I'll tell you, when Wemby starts driving, how do you stop the pull-up? I mean, there's just no way.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
Alvarado's checked in for New York. San Antonio also making some changes. Olenek's checked in for Barnes. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Castle. Here's Alvarado. No points yet. Pass to Shamet. And here's Brunson. Leaning into the contact. Brunson with the finish inside.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Over Towns. Wembanyama with a bucket. Wembanyama's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Outside Brunson. Here's Shamet. Knocks down the long J.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Wembanyama. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
He was also a force as a shot blocker, racking up 3 of those.
On target from range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Towns outside. 4-3. The rebound by the Spurs.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
Not the biggest guy. Fox showing a lot of heart in close.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
And some changes here for New York. Hart comes in for Shamet, and it's Bridges in for Alvarado. Champagnie, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Johnson. Here's Wembanyama on the mark with the 15-footer. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Outside Hart. New York working the ball around now. For 3, Bridges. Counted from distance.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Brunson against Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Towns. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 14-point game. Shot's good by Towns.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
Now here's Fox. 14 points for him. Vassell against Ananobi. Vassell can't get it to go. New York has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Outside Brunson. Doesn't go that time.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Vassell outside. Fox outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Towns. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's now 21 points for Victor Wembanyama.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fox. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Fox has got 16 points now.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Fox against Brunson. Five on the clock. Pass to Towns. The 3-ball. The shot off that time. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. And he ends the quarter with a double-double, doing whatever his team needs. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. Being at the top of your respective conference has got to be a good feeling, right, fellas?
A very good feeling, Ernie, and you always want to be sending a message out there to those teams.
What does the message say, Kenny?
It says, good luck, brother. You'll need it.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
We are witnessing some alien activity tonight. Wemby's performance is not from this earth. Let me talk to him.
Are you from that same unstoppable scoring planet?
All right, you guys are freaking me out.
I guess you are.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Spurs lead by 16. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Bridges in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Vassell's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Towns passes to Hart. Anunoby for 3. Fires in the triple. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Wembanyama. Castle against Bridges. Castle outside. Shoots over Bridges. And it's New York with a rebound. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
Castle outside. And there's the screen. Looking to get it going. And he nails the jumper. Castle's got 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Towns. Back to Hart. Pass to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges misses. Spurs lead by 13. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Right side Wembanyama. And here's Vassell from the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Hart. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Fox outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Towns. Wembanyama with a bucket. Wembanyama's got 23 points.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Now Towns. Now here's Brunson. Over Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. tenacity on the glass. Castle outside. Pass to Champagny. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Champagny's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about the vision right there? Wembanyama is skilled at kicking it out to teammates.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, steals are such a misleading stat sometimes. You can get 3 or 4 steals in a game, but then go 10 games without one. Steals feel streaky, like they just come in bunches. But for whatever reason, he's just not going on those steal streaks as often, and the numbers show it.
Knicks trail by 15. Bridges outside. Brunson taking his time here. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Champagny. Left side, Wembanyama. The shot from the low post is good. Wembanyama's got 4 points in the quarter.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Brunson against Fox. Now here's Brunson. Not a lot of room. Count that bucket. Brunson's got 18 points in the game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Fox outside. Over Brunson. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Fades. The shot by Towns. No good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Champagny, that's good.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And Brunson gets it to go.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly, just dropping his shot in.
San Antonio leading by 15. Pass to Wembanyama. And here's Castle. It's good. He's got 13.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Bridges. Hart finds Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
The block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
Castle outside. Let's go with a 3. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Spurs?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You gotta love that intensity.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
Now here's Vassell. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. There's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. And here's Fox. He's got 16. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. The three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And despite his struggle scoring the ball, they've done enough to build this lead. And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Yeah, what you love about Antobion is his toughness and work ethic. When he's out there, he's going to play hard every second.
Pass to Barnes. Right side, Wembanyama.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
He's had just one attempt at the line earlier.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
Hart's checked in for Anunoby. And so he hits both.
And I got to admit, every time I see Wemby play, I'm still in awe. I never thought we'd see a 7'3" guy with this much skill. Victor truly is a unicorn.
Now here's Towns. 11 points in the game. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he drops the first.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, B.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
San Antonio leading by 16. Outside Wembanyama. Castle a screen on Robinson. Wembanyama down low. Robinson defending. Pass to Hart. Here's Bridges. This one for 3. Rebounded by Champagnie. Wembanyama with it. He's got 27. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Barnes. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist in this one. Now Brunson. 20 points for him. Kicks it out Towns. There's the three. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Now here's Wembanyama. They have a 19-point lead. Out to the right wing. Castle for three. And it's New York with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Now here's Brunson. Consistent production from him, averaging just over 26 a game. Here's Towns. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Towns has got 15.
Well, Towns is a great outside shooter, but I prefer it when he goes to work inside.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For San Antonio, Cornette's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Johnson comes in for Champagnie, and it's Harper in for Fox. Here's Harper. Give him 8 points now. Outside Johnson. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Bridges. He's got 6. Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Harper. Alvarado defending. And Harper gets it to go.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Knicks trail by 19. Clarkson outside. Bridges outside. Robinson a screen on Johnson. For 3, Bridges sends it home from three-point land. Bridges has got 9.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
And here's Castle. 18 points for him. And he dunks it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Diawara. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Castle outside. From the stripe. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's San Antonio feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So, on the floor for San Antonio. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the center position. New York working the ball around now. Clarkson outside from downtown. Rebound by San Antonio.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Fox, the pass to Vassell. Here's Cornette. Robinson defending. Pass to Fox. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Alvarado, the pass to Towns. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Anunoby. Gets the three to fall. Anunoby's got 9 points here in the second half.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Now here's Fox. Alvarado defending. Outside Barnes. Cornette sets a screen. Barnes, and that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Clarkson. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Fox outside. There's the drive. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
If there's open space to be found in the mid-range area, Fox will get to it and hit the jumper.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Fox outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Clarkson, left side. Anunoby against Vassell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
First one falls for him. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Olynyk checked in for Cornette. Both free throws good from Barnes. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Alvarado outside. Clarkson for three. Rebound by San Antonio. Vassell's got 5 rebounds in the game. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
Anunoby passes to Clarkson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Now here's Fox. There's a screen. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Here's Clarkson. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Beyond the arc. Towns for 3. Rebound by Olynyk.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
On the wing, Fox. Alvarado defending. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado.
Well, here's the thing. Not only does Fox have the speed, he can go all night. He will wear you out.
Hart passes to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Sinks it from distance. Anunoby's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Wembanyama, no good. New York has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Outside Robinson. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 22 points.
A flashy ball handler at times, Brunson knows how to carve up scoring opportunities for himself.
Back to Fox. From deep. Drains the triple. Fox has got 31 points.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Pass to Hart. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league in the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff. And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Outside Brunson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And stolen by Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Anunoby, a screen on Castle. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by Champagnie. Champagnie's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Fox. Now here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Your Castle has been outstanding here, giving the defense more than they can handle.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Bridges outside. Outside Ananobi. Pass to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on Castle. 5 to shoot. Outside Robinson. Hart from long range. Rebound by San Antonio. Castle with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Castle outside. Back to Vassell. Fox for 3. Hits the trifecta. Fox has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Bridges against Castle. Bridges misses. And for San Antonio, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. San Antonio also making some changes. Olenek's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Keldon Johnson comes in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
The Knicks have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Pass to Towns. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Now here's Fox. With some arc. And it's good on the lay-in. Fox has got 36 points.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Brunson to stop the drought. It's Bridges on the wing. And again, the Knicks missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Fox outside. With the drive. And Fox powers it home.
Well, I like what we've seen from Fox tonight, calling his own number, providing a serious scoring punch.
Pass to Towns. Outside Brunson. Inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
And though he has a scorer's mindset, Brunson willing to make the next pass.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's Brunson. Basket counts. He's got 24.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
With the step back. Towns against Fox. Over Towns. And it's Fox missing. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Now here's Brunson. Takes the three. Rebound by Olynyk.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And their win total will climb a little higher once this one's official. It'll be their 63rd win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
And so it's New York with it after the basket by San Antonio. Towns down low, working on Olynyk. Towns outside. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Fox up top. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
De'Aaron, there was definitely a point in the second half where you just took over. What's on your mind in those situations?
I mean, for myself, just kind of know where you're getting the shot. Obviously with some of the better teams in the league, if something bad's happening, sometimes, that one or two players just has to be able to take the game over. And I feel like I'm always able to get to my spot. And at the end of the day is if you can put the ball in the basket. And I think I did a good job at that in the second half.
Thanks, De'Aaron.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.